regular, maybe that's a better word, regular, and hard. I guess those would be two of the words that should come to mind, okay? So when I think about D block elements, first, obviously I think about money, right? So when you think about 1 cent in a circle, do you know what color a 1 cent piece is by chance? Let's just use this to warm up the chat, and then I'll ask you some more challenging questions. Anybody know what color the 1 cent piece is? Copper color, very good, thank you. Anybody else want to jump in? Copper or brown, very good. So these are our colors. Now here's the question. What happens when copper is wet or gets exposed to water over time? What happens to this copper if you leave it in water? Anybody know what color it changes to? Hey, all right, so I'm gonna start with this like brown color. But then when you leave it in water for a while, it turns this sort of like aqua color, right? So it's kind of this like bluish, greenish color, okay? So the first thing that I want to note about, y'all know something like that? Okay, maybe that's not cute, but it's what I got. Copper will turn this green color. Somebody go online if you have a chance, and maybe you can find me a screenshot of a picture of metal. What I will say though is this, they tend to tarnish / rust in water. Okay, so that's definitely something we should keep in mind. And then what else can I say? Most of the metals that you're familiar with, when I think about this spoon, okay, it's hard, okay? And so when we think about the hardness, the word that we use for that is density, okay? So we say that these are, I'll put a spoon here. Hard and dense, right? You don't want nobody throwing no metal spoon at you. You dig? What else can I say?
Too strong.
Since I talk about tarnishing, I'm also going to talk about steel. This is actually steel. You'll notice that steel is not on the periodic table because
this is also steel.
Okay, thank you. Okay, yes, I want to honor my son. This is also steel, he says. I probably would call this tin, but it might be steel. He might be right, but it doesn't feel quite as heavy, so maybe he's right. I'm gonna draw a fork. Maybe your fork looks better than mine, or maybe it doesn't. Don't judge me. But I want to make a little note about steel. Steel is a metal alloy. What this word means, you might want to put a little asterisk if you want to identify or define the word alloy. An alloy is a mixture of two metals. Okay, so usually it's like nickel and copper, or nickel and zinc, or zinc and strontium sometimes. So an alloy means that they melt two metals together and they come up with steel, making them more hard and waterproof. So most of your cooking ware is steel. Pots and pans are sometimes steel. He wants to show you this is another example. Okay.
This is steel too.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. What else can you find? Can you find me a penny, mister? A penny, a brown penny. Maybe in your bank, huh? Maybe. All right, cool. Yep. Let's talk about colors. Colors. You know there's some other colors here in the D block besides just gray. What are other colors? Colors for D block elements. We know gray. We just covered brown. There's one other color, my girl, gold. That's exactly right. Okay. Thank you. Here we go. So this is our 1 cent piece. All right. Colors. All right. So of course I am tempted to add these colors, but I have to do that later in the interest of time. So we do see this. Also steel. Okay, thank you. We got enough steel. All right. What else can I say? Here's another one that you might like. OPEN. Do you know what metal is inside these wires? Usually it's copper, okay, that brown metal. Why? Because D-block elements are good electrical conductors. Let's say conducts electricity. What that means is that these things, let's put a little heart around this. Electricity is allowed to run through it. So the electricity that comes from the power station that gets into the box, then when you plug it in, that's what allows the wire to connect that electricity to your device. And then the electricity runs into the device to either power it or charge it up, okay? Another one that I like is a little pot. Let's put a little pot here. Now, I just gave you this example that it conducts electricity. What do you think I'm going to say about this? If I have it on this hot flame. What happens to the handle of the pot when the flame is over here, not directly touching the pot, right? What happens to that? This thing also, it conducts electricity, but D-block elements also conduct what?
Daddy,
Mm-hmm.
did we win?
Yeah, we won, buddy.
Okay.
That's right. It conducts heat as well. Heat and sad. Okay. That electricity can electrify you, and if you touch it, it makes you very hot. Okay. I don't know if y'all needed to know all that, but hey, whatever. What else do you notice about metals? What do you notice about metals here? And also this metal here, this metal here, okay? What would we call this property? This property right here. Here's another, this. What do we call that? What is a good way to describe that property, okay? All these D-block elements. Y'all with me? I'm losing y'all, huh? Tell me if I'm losing you now. If I'm going too far, if you say you lost, just let me know, because I feel like I might be losing some of you. Here. Has luster, is shiny. Okay, so that's supposed to be shiny like a ring. I don't know. I'm doing the best I can, you guys. Here's another one that you might not be familiar with. This right here. Metal can be hammered into thin sheets like aluminum foil. There's a term for that I want you to know, which is malleable. So I'm going to just do a regular rectangle.
Not a bone.
Malleable is the word for this. Malleable, malleable.
What a bone? Where is that bone?
Can be pounded into thin sheets. And what else? I talked about wires, so I'm going to make a little wire here. Can be rolled into wire, ductile. Okay, can I get another one in? Can I get another one in? Maybe. What if I say maintains the shape it's put in? Maintains the shape that is put in. 1015, huh? All right. I think I'm gonna have to stop here. I'm gonna add a little splash of color. 15 means I have 15 minutes till class is over. Let's see, shiny, gray, sheet, gray shine, a little brown copper wire here. All right. I'm also gonna make a little highlighter color. Maybe I'll make that my yellow to try to get all of these key terms. Conducts electricity, conducts heat, malleable, luster, ductile, gold color. Throw my brown color in here. Throw my gray color in here. All right, Thompson's Notes, beautiful, ain't it? I just love it. When is it due? None of this is due until like next week, Tuesday, okay? All right, so this is D block. What I'm gonna do is take you back to the screen since I only have 15 minutes. This might be the only one that I can actually get to. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do the next lesson for the next period. So I don't know what your next class is. If you're so interested in chemistry that you wanna stay with Thompson for period 2, while I do the F block and the P block, you can do that and we will definitely work together on that. But if you need to go to your next class, you will get the recording for F and P, and then I'll just post all the recordings up. All right, so I think that's the best way to do this. So let me know your thoughts on this. This is the first time I've tried this kind of a note-taking style. I know it was a bit of a mess getting it set up, but if you feel like you learned something and you think that when you review the video, you'll find some value, just let me know, and then I know what's working. But if this did not work for you, like, please let me know that too, because I don't want to keep doing something that's broke. All right, cool. All right, great, awesome. I got some good feedback from you guys, cool. So those of you that were in it, it worked for you, cool. Well, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna stop class here. I'm gonna take a break, go chase after my son. I know I kind of upset him by putting him out. And then I'll start with my next class, period 2. And period 2 is going to be, this one, P block, and then over here is F block. So I'll do these 2 in my next class, and then I'll do my next thing, which is going to be this one. I'll do this one for the 3rd period, and then I'll have all 3 of these posted up, And then I'll try to do something like this for my 4th lesson as well. I'm gonna try to get it like this, okay? So this is what I hope to do. All of that I share with you in these videos, these are gonna be your final, okay? So hopefully this works for you. We're gonna assign you guys off. Thank you guys for staying and participating. You can go ahead and log off. Hit Gucci in the chat before you go. If you have any questions, you should hang back. But if you're good, Gucci in the chat, and then you can log off. All right, guys. Appreciate you all.